What's going on, Sagittarius? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for mid-October 2022. So, in this reading, Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at your past, present, and future energies as it pertains to mid-October 2022. Before we begin this reading, though, Sagittarius, I would like to take a moment, as always, to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Sagittarius, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. That would also be greatly appreciated over here, Sagittarius. One last thing, if you happen to be on Instagram, Sagittarius, be sure to go follow me on the gram. The link to my official account will be linked below this reading. Cheers to you if I see you over there. Without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy for you for mid-October, and we'll see what it is that wants to come through for you, Sagittarius. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Sagittarius. Okay, let's go ahead and lay out these cards, Sagittarius, and see what is going on here for you. Yeah. All right, Sagittarius. So, I mean, definitely there's a powerful new direction that your life is going, especially when it comes to career or purpose. I see you wanting to expand that. If you're not going to change your career or your purpose, the way you make money, you're going to like double down on it and become like a goat at it. You're going to become amazing at some sort of skill or some sort of craft. For others of you though, it's like you're finally like getting ready to commit to that commitment. There's something about like an energy of like it will really like to give your life to something, and I'm getting more so like it could be a person for some of you. Like you could be getting ready to get. There's something about like you like a power and commitment, a purity, like something of being a purist in some sort of discipline or some sort of field. Like it's very important. That's I feel like what you're going to be endeavoring into here. So let's go ahead. Your challenge, or excuse me, your opportunity here, Sagittarius, is the Devil. All right, and I feel this opportunity is for you to look at yourself and maybe some misconceptions that you have about yourself. The Devil's coming through as the energy of obsession. So a lot of you, you're very obsessed with your own self, and that actually really prohibits you from being a purist in any field, from advancing your career or something. Because if you're obsessed with yourself, you're not going to make as much progress as someone who's outwardly oriented, who gets out of their own head and who's getting into the minds of other people in order to serve some sort of thing for them, especially when it comes to career or purpose. Like the Devil here in your opportunity, Sagittarius, definitely purify that energy. It goes along, like some of you might be cleaning up your life. The Devil as well is just getting rid of any obsession. You know, like kind of just moving into moderation, I feel. We're going to have to clarify what this is about, but definitely some of you, and this may be triggering to some of you, but just consider, at least, that part of what's holding you back from moving forward in a field, a career, a new way of making money, doubling down on what you already love, is your obsession with your own self. Okay, just be aware of that. It's like, it's you know, for me when I first started doing these tarot readings, just to paint the picture visually, is I was so obsessed with, you know, how are people perceiving me? How are people, like, yeah, like how do people perceive me? The moment I was like, fuck me, it's a blank face in there. It's fuck me. It's about the reading. that's when my career in this took off. So something about obsession. You also could be obsessing on an ex, or some of you, I'm getting you're obsessed. You're stuck on one person. It's lack. It's like there's a lack mentality of some sort. All right. Then you have the Ace of Wands in the challenge. All right, Sagittarius. So the Ace of Wands is some sort of brilliant idea that you may have to have courage to act on. You may have to really dig deep to move in a new direction. Some of you, if you already have a powerful foundation set in stone, you already have your life together, you got your shit together, there's a new direction that you really know you need to move in that you're worried is going to mess things up. For others of you, if you're more so like just coming up, or it's important. If you don't have a lot to lose, that's a very positive advantage. But you also, there's just some sort of challenging thing. I feel like it has to do with that devil. Something's holding you back from moving in a direction that you know you want to do, or that's very pure. All right. So also just getting excited, like giving yourself permission to act on your passion, being bold with it. Anyway. So let's go ahead and move to the recent past. So the recent past for you, Sagittarius, you have the Four of Pentacles, you have the Sun, you also have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like there was a little bit of like reserved happiness for you in the past. I feel like there was a settled energy. The Four of Pentacles, you weren't really doing much in the past. You might have been kind of just, kind of sitting still. The Sun, you were happy though. You were very present in the moment. I do want to I as much as I point out a lot of like the negatives of your vibration, just as to help you gain more self-awareness, you also have a lot of things in order. And I want to make that very clear. Like, you have a lot of things that other people do not have in order. And part of that is your own sense of, I feel like, a lot of inner security. As much as you're obsessed with the self, some of you, you do have a confidence. So don't get me wrong here. We're going into nuance. In the recent past, there's a decision, though, about your own happiness, about what is it, there's a decision that you made potentially about what is going to make you happy, potentially pulling your energy back from something. We're going to have to clarify to see. Now, in the present moment, Sagittarius, this is where a little bit of the fear and hesitation comes in when it comes to, putting perfection in the work or something. So in the present moment, as it relates to mid-October, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Chariot, and we also have the Two of Swords here, Sagittarius. So a lot of you, depending on your frequency, you could just be dialed in. And for a select few of you, the Chariot is all about willpower, drive, moving, knowing exactly what you want. It's a vehicle to get you to what you want. And the Page of Pentacles is just doing the work. So if you were I can give you an example. The vehicle for me to get where I wanted to go, which is to be an amazing tarot reader, is YouTube. That's like the vehicle. The work is me doing it, the Page of Pentacles. And then the Two of Swords here, it's either going to be negative or positive. You have to know who you are. Some of you just have the blinders on. You know what you want. You're overcoming your demons. And it's actually a good thing that you're ignoring something. For others of you, and I do kind of feel like this is a lot of you, Sagittarius, in the present moment, there's still a big part of you who's refusing to move forward. It's just like the universe is like, Sagittarius, the vehicle is right here for where you want to go to act on this Ace of Wands. This even could be a new partner that you have fear. You have fear of maybe someone's going to reject you, or people will not receive you well. But here's the most important thing that I'm going to say in this whole reading. I guarantee it. Or actually, I can't yet because I haven't got to the future. But I guarantee up until this point, it's the most important thing I have ever said. It's impossible for anyone to reject you in this time-space reality. You can only reject yourself. So I don't know what it is that you want to manifest. I don't know what it is. There's something that you're ready to get down to business. A big part of you, like, we're getting down to business. We're doing it. This is my purpose. I'm going to expend my money. Or for some of you, it's like going for that one relationship that you want, or the type of person you want. But then there's this thing of rejection. And on a vibrational level, you have to understand, Sagittarius, that if you don't reject yourself, it's very, very unlikely that anyone will reject you. So, in other words, because there's something, that's just for some of you. There's something here that's holding you back here. So remember, everything's a reflection in this reality. And it's like whatever you're fearing, I really feel like it's just time to get to work or to do it. Even if you self-sabotage, it's like, who cares? You'll gain awareness. It's just about getting the ball rolling. Move the ball downfield, right? It's just follow the basics. You don't know to throw a Hail Mary. Just go ahead. And then you have in the future, very healing opportunity, but I feel like your ego might get in the way. I'm just going to be honest with you. In the future, you have the Three of Pentacles, you have the Star, and you also have the Five of Swords here, Sagittarius. Some of you could be connecting with Leo. What I'm getting from this future, you have, like, whatever intention that you set, like, I have this career goal, this aspiration, whatever aspiration that you particularly have, there is a vehicle showing up for you, an opportunity to work, to collaborate, maybe to, because you have the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, there may be something that you need to humble yourself about, realizing that you know nothing will actually put you in a more powerful position than those who think that they know everything, all right? Or they're doing something from ego. They have limited amounts of energy. Because you see how the Five of Swords here, Five of Swords is here coming into that Star. There also could be pendulums or certain, I'm just getting like with that Devil energy and your opportunity is to realize like, okay, there's certain things that are feeding on your energy in this reality. Some of you, this is going to be deep, more deep than you're ready for, but I think most of you will be ready for it. In other words, like, whenever you're going to level up your life and you have an opportunity in front of you, there's going to be whatever's feeding on your energy. It's a lot of thought structures. It will try to use things to distract you from your goal. It's like the devil always wants humans to make us think we're weak. We can't do it. So whether this is self-sabotage, you just not being willing to humble yourself to move in a very healing direction when it comes to purpose, career advancement, there's also this element that I really want you to be, because if you're not having a problem with ego, then this is what it's going to be. It's like, this is going to sound insane. This is going to sound ludicrous to some of you, but it's how this time-space reality works. I don't have any interest in whether you believe it or not, but you're here, so you're meant to hear it. Like, let's say when I was starting this YouTube channel, I wanted to go film a video. I would put the camera on. Instantly, there would be a noise around me. Instantly. It'd be like the house could be quiet. I would put the camera, I would turn it on. My aspiration to be a successful YouTuber. Instantly, there would be a neighbor cutting the lawn. Or I would put the camera on. I'm like, I'm dedicating my energy. I'm doing it. Put the camera on. There would be some noise. It's like there's this little goblin. There's this little devil energy that is esoteric. You can't see it, but your sixth sense can. About things try to take you off your path. It's a little test from the universe. Like, obscurity precedes notoriety. There's something about, like, being ready that the devil's going to test you. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So when you try to level up your life, or when you set the intention, I'm going to level up my life, you would be shocked about these little things, like no free time, like there's going to be people interrupting me in the video. It's just part of the game. So this is why it's a combination of ego, getting at your ego out of the way, but then it's also a combination of realizing this universe is stranger than you think it is. And like the more you can be open and don't worry about yourself. Don't worry, oh, is there a background noise? Who cares? Just I don't know. All right. I'm just going to shut up because I feel like there's way more involved and I'm just kind of trying to get the big picture. Let's get into the details. Let's go ahead and clarify why the devil's here is your opportunity, Sagittarius. There could be, you could be obsessed. You're either obsessed with yourself or you're obsessed with a person that you're refusing to let go of. Some of you may have recently went through a breakup. Speak of the devil. The Lover's card is here. Some of you, if you're obsessed with one person, there's more fish in the sea. I just have to say that. Like, you're going to be fine. Time heals all. It's also a love of self, though. Like, here's the thing. Do you love yourself to the point where you're a narcissist, where you think, I'm already, because your ego is here to tell you you're already the king. So what's going to prevent you from starting something is having this thing where you're not starting something new, some endeavor to improve your career, because you're like, if I start it and then I fail, it's going to take a hit to my ego. But that's the wrong way. You're never going to, it's like, even if you succeed from that level of paradigm, you'll never be happy even if you get what you want, because you're in this false illusion ego land. There's something coming through, Sagittarius, about like, not having your whole sense of self invested in some sort of new thing, whether it flops or goes good. All right, I like this fucking reading, man. All right, why is the devil here? It's the Lovers. So a lot of you are like, you have to. What helped me is hating myself, and I don't mean this in any sort of self harm. No, don't twist it, you little fucks. This is what I mean. Like, if I were to like put myself on camera for the first time. And when it didn't work for me, when I was trying to grow YouTube and it didn't work, was when I was like, I love myself. I filmed the video, I would watch it back and I would like show my friends, I'd be like, isn't it great, guys? Like, look at me on camera. They were thinking, this dude sucks. he sucks. But because I'm in my ego, I'm like, oh, I'm the greatest, I'm the king, like already. And the video was horrible because I was so self-focused on myself, obsessed with myself. The moment that I switched and I took some ego hits and I was like, I actually suck on camera. I'm horrible. What that did is it freed me, because then I was like, I hate myself. I am horrible. I have to get out of my own head to improve myself. So the whole reading is get out of your own head to improve yourself. All right, I don't even think we need to clarify that anymore. All right, let's go ahead and see why it's still so related. Why is the Ace of Wands your challenge? A lot of you may just be, a little sexually promiscuous because you're trying to avoid something. Or, Ace of Wands and your challenge for a select few of you. It could just be a little bit of lust going on in your reality. But maybe not. Maybe it's like, oh my God. All right, this is why. All right, why is the Ace of Wands here for you, Sagittarius? The Ace of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Five of Swords, and also the Knight of Pentacles here. I feel like there's something here that you need to get started on it that's going to lead to a happily ever after for you. It doesn't mean it's going to be the white picket fence and the kids. That's not everyone's dream, especially Sagittarius. It's not going to be your exact dream, but there's some sort of ideal, if you can wake up and say, what would it feel like to have every day as a celebration, every day as a holiday? There's some sort of inspiration you're getting from God, from the universe, that you're meant to pull down. You're meant to pull it down. You're meant to ground the fire. And right now, there's still that Five of Swords is in your future. It's coming up again in your challenge with the Ace of Wands. So there's something that you're just meant to get out of your own way. You're meant to, once again, get to the point of where if it's not going good for you, you can admit to yourself, oh, I hate myself. I'm not the king. I'm not the queen. I suck. And instead of deluding yourself and thinking, well, maybe it just wasn't for it. It's like, there's something about humbling yourself. And then getting past the point of humbling yourself, because there's paradigms to everything. Generally, as you move up the level of vibration, the easier things get. It's really easy to see what level of paradigm someone's in when it's like, is it really hard or difficult? When people are like, oh, it's so hard, you gotta grind it. It's kind of shows a denser level of reality, where if you're operating from a higher frequency, you operate from meta level principles, everything's easy. And what I'm telling you, you don't have to humble your ego. You don't have to be the biggest ego. You just have to be no ego. There's instead of trying to shift from becoming one person so that you become another person, you're shifting from one old outdated ego for another ego. You have to pour yourself into something to where you become outside. Why do you think I do these readings? Because I'm not here. It's part of me, of course, you have to have ego. It's fun to do it. But a large portion of why I do these readings and why it actually connects and resonates is because it's not me. It's not the small self doing this. It's connecting to universal consciousness. What is the will? What does the universe want me to do? And who are you depriving of your gifts by being I'm self-obsessed? I'm not moving forward with my goals because I'm the king or I suck. It's you're not the king. You don't suck. You are literally a monkey spinning on a rock, and we're all gonna die. So it's I don't know. All right, let's keep going here. Let's go ahead and get into the present moment. Why is the Chariot? The Chariot is here in the present moment. So there's some sort of opportunity. There's some sort of willpower I sense you tapping into. And by the way, willpower is about what we're doing right now. I don't want you to think oh, it's all about just hammering and taking action. Willpower is about having the maturity to sit and have these conversations. It's a tool for self-awareness. And you're doing it right now, right? Why is the Chariot here in the present moment? Something also, it's if you don't have a clear thing, it's just about getting going, and then the path opens up for you. So, why is the Chariot here? Ask and ye shall find. I don't know why you're so... All right, the Chariot is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, so there's something that it's in your present moment, there's an idea that you have, you need to ground it. You just need to start getting over. You have the Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles here, Sagittarius, and the Ace of Cups. So there's something that you love to do that you can love to do, advancement in that area, like I've been saying this whole reading. And it's just like you gotta get down to business. It doesn't have to be complicated, by the way. I really hope that I'm not leading you into some sort of labyrinth that's complicated, because it's not. It's really not. It's neutral. So it is what you tell yourself it is, which is the scary part of this universe. All right, so let's go to the future. Let's go ahead and see why the star, because there's some sort of healing, there's some sort of renewal that you have within yourself. I mean, you have the star, you have the sun in your past, and you have the star in the future. So, I don't know, let's see. Okay. Why is the star here in the immediate future for you, Sagittarius? Star is clarified by the Hermit, the Two of Wands, and also the Six of Swords here in the immediate future here. Some of you could be traveling. You could be gearing up. You could have a job opportunity that's far away. You may need to travel. You may be gearing up to travel. Like the Hermit, the Two of Wands, and the Six of Swords. In the future, I feel like you're going to be given an opportunity that you have to gear up for. You almost have to like mentally prepare yourself with the Hermit. The Hermit is about taking time out for yourself. You know, prayer, meditation, taking out time out for yourself to heal, like inner practices. It's very important that you be very diligent about your inner. What are your inner practices? Do you have any rituals? Do you only pray when things go bad, or do you pray all the time? All right, you know why this reality fucks people? So they don't pray, they don't communicate when things are going good. It's just when things go bad, then they're like, please God save me, or the universe save me. It's like, that's not what you want. You always want to be in communication. But listen, like, all I can say is you're going to get down to business with some sort of prospecting advancement in your career, whether it's doubling down on what you're good at, taking it to the next level, getting out of your self-awareness so that you can take risks to get to the next level, or just if you have nothing to lose and you're kind of starting from the bottom, you have nothing to lose anyway. And it's just about getting out of your own ego and just going. No ego, we go. So with that being said, it's easier said than done, but this is what I got for you, Sagittarius. I think you're going to be making a lot of progress. So with that being said, I'll talk to you next time. This is the Autistic Mystic.